Ever wondered what a vector is? A vector in the realm of mathematics is an entity possessing both magnitude and direction. Picture it as an arrow, the length of which represents the magnitude, while the direction of the arrow signifies the vector's direction. Now, what exactly do we mean by magnitude and direction? Magnitude refers to the size of the vector, a scalar quantity represented by the absolute value of the vector's components. It's akin to the length of the arrow in our earlier analogy. On the other hand, direction is exactly as it sounds, the way the vector points. It's typically defined by an angle, measured in either degrees or radians. In our arrow analogy, if the arrow points at a 45-degree angle to the positive x-axis, that's the direction of the vector. A vector can also be broken down into its components. These are scalar quantities that symbolize the vector's projections onto a set of axes. For instance, a two-dimensional vector can be broken down into its x component and y component. Vectors are not just abstract mathematical concepts. They have real-world applications in various fields such as physics, engineering, and computer science. They're used to represent physical quantities like force, velocity, and displacement. They help solve equations in linear algebra and are used in creating graphics and animations. Let's delve into some examples. Force, which is a vector quantity, has both magnitude and direction. Consider the force of gravity. It's directed downwards, and its magnitude is equal to the weight of the object it acts upon. Next, velocity. It's a vector quantity that indicates the speed and direction of motion. When a car moves forward, its velocity is directed forwards, and the magnitude is equal to the car's speed. Finally, displacement. This vector quantity represents the change in an object's position. When a person walks from point A to point B, the displacement is directed from the starting point to the ending point, and its magnitude is equal to the distance traveled. In summary, a vector is a mathematical concept with both magnitude and direction. It can be visualized as an arrow pointing in a certain direction. The length of the arrow represents the magnitude, while the direction of the arrow represents the direction of the vector. Vectors can be broken down into components, and they have numerous applications in real-world scenarios, including representing physical quantities, solving equations, and creating graphics.